Hi, crafty friends! Irene here with Artemis Made, and I am so excited to welcome you to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today we are going to have a fun, sweet, and sassy project with these adorable Ninja Bread Man stamp and die set, along with the Time Warp Letterpress die set. It is a beautiful, beautiful press plate that is going to give our project the perfect amount of action. So we're going to jump right in here with stamping our figures. I wasn't sure at first which of the little adorable guys here I wanted to play with on my project. So this was kind of a let's just feel it out and see what happens kind of a project. So I wanted, I wanted a few of these on hand just so I could color them whenever I wanted to smile, because they really do make you smile. They are so, so cute. So I wanted to just get these nice and stamped out. So I grabbed my favorite black ink and I inked them all up and stamped them down, ready to go. Okay, so I used my pressure tool here to get a nice even pressure on the ink itself to make sure that I got a nice impression. I did miss a little spot, so all I had to do was just press it right back down and we are good to go. One stamping and we're solid. And I'm using some Copic friendly paper here, and I am coloring these with my Copic markers. Now, I was really excited about this particular ink blend because I made it up, which is not normal for me. I like to rely on people who are far better colorists than I might ever be. So I was really happy with myself when I realized that I could make my own color blend, as I really wanted a rich, warm, and highlighted gingerbread look. So I went with some E tones first, but then I finished it off with a YR27, I believe, and that gave it just such a beautiful glow on the inside of each of these gingerbread men, or ninja bread men. All right, so then I went with a very soft color palette here, soft in terms of not overwhelming any colors. I did a sagey green, a kind of an eggplant, deep, deep purple, some charcoal gray, and then that rust-colored brown. And that was pretty much it. You will see some blue. You'll see a lot of blue actually in a little bit, but that was my only color palette, and I was really happy with it. Oh, and look at that perfect die. That die cut with that perfect white around it. That is so satisfying, isn't it? When you just get the die exactly where you want it on the first try and it just cuts out beautifully. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my Letterpress so that I can use my Letterpress plate. I will tell you, this plate has very swiftly become my absolute favorite. I think it is so dynamic. You'll see there that I've got some residual ink because I use it all the time. I love this plate. This is the Time Warp Letterpress stamping die. So you can hot foil it. You can, of course, press it. You can just use it kind of to dry emboss onto your images, whatever you want to do. And I am using here one of my absolute favorite metallic inks, Coastal, from Lisa Horton, and I just ran it through my Letterpress once on my platen here, and you'll see the reveal. This is my favorite part. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Look at that. Like I said, so dynamic, so vibrant, and I think it gives the perfect comic book feel for my adorable little ninja bread men. They are going to be kind of having at each other a little bit here. The one's jumping in from the left, and the other one, if you look at his little hand, it's so funny. He's doing the come here motion, like bring it on, buddy. So they're getting a little bit sassy with each other. So it's just the cutest thing. All right, so then I apologize first of all that my paper was off to the left like that. I think I was so enjoying this process that I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot. I maybe should be filming in the center here." So I apologize. But I decided to add a little bit more of a glow by adding more of that blue ink all around the edges. And originally I was going to put my Ninja Bread Men in the center, and then I realized, you know what? With this amazing Time Warp plate, I think it would look really great if I just put my sentiment in the center and kind of had these two coming at each other from either side of the sentiment. So you know what? I tested it out and I actually fell in love with that. What do you think? Would you have put them in the center or would you have put them on the edges like I did? I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, but I felt like it really had motion to it, and you really got the feel that these 2 were jumping at each other, like a real comic book feel, I guess. But I just really loved it. I did. So I am using the sentiment from the set, says, "Wishing you an action-packed holiday season," because these 2 are very full of action, and the whole card itself, I think, is very, um it's very full of action. So I'm going to heat emboss this with some clear, embossing powder. And I just heat it up real quick here, and oh, that magic, the magic of embossing. I just love it so much. Okay, so off camera, I just cut my panel down to just a little bit shy of an A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I left about a 16th of an inch all the way around, and that's because I wanted to mat my piece. Now I have this card base here, which again, it's an A2 card base, and I'm going to mat my panel down and leave that nice little white border all the way around. I really think that ties in the white from the middle and just gives it an extra glow. Now here, for the first time, I am testing out a 3L tape runner. And I gotta tell you, I thought this was really cool. It's not one that I've ever used before, but I will absolutely be using again. It has a really, really interesting um, I guess a tape run, if you will. The instead of being one solid strip, it's a strip of little tiny lines, and I found it so easy to use. It rolled right off. I didn't have to fight with it or anything. I was really impressed. And then here I'm also using the 3L foam tape roll, and I'm so impressed. I've not used this before either, and yep, this is an add to cart. This really is an add to cart. It cut apart so easily. It didn't gum up my scissors. It didn't fight me. The release paper was fabulous. It just came right off and it stuck really, really well. So I'm highly impressed and I am excited to use more of this and definitely add a lot more of it to my stash. So you can see here that I am separating apart my Ninja men. I'm putting the one over at the top and the one down here at the bottom. And see, look at that release paper. Just pops right off. No big deal. Of course, I like to add a little bit of liquid glue just to give myself some wiggle room, but that is no reflection on the tape. The tape is amazing. It was just because I didn't trust myself to stick the landing on the first try. But you know what? I actually was pretty pleased with it. I thought it looked great. I even liked that his little bandana kind of, or mask maybe, no, bandana kind of broke the edge of the, panel. If you see, it kinda cuts into the white a little bit, so I did the same thing on the other side, and his little nunchucks, those also break the panel on the other side and go into the white. So, I just thought that was a nice, a little, symmetry right there. So there is my panel, and yeah, that was me really, really excited about the foam tape. Alright, now I'm using my Trinity pickup tool and one of my other favorite ways to use it, which is very simply to pop stuff open. So I am pulling out some black sparkle spots. The sparkle spots, no, I can't say enough good things about them. If you're looking for some glitter, if you're looking for some shine, if you're looking for some pop, if you're looking for flat elements that still stand out, if you're looking for shaker elements, yeah, the sparkle spots. That's all I'm gonna say. That's they really, I mean, they speak for themselves. They're stunning. So anyway, this is now where I've decided to add some embellishments, which, man, I have the hardest time with embellishments sometimes. But I liked where these were going to go. I feel like they enhance the design. I think they add that little bit of glow. And we're done, friends. That's it. Our project is complete. And I really loved it. So thank you so much for watching this video today and for playing along with me. And I hope you will give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't so that you don't miss future videos. And that's it. Thank you again so much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, friends. Bye.